A stunning collection of German porcelain rescued by the Allied monuments men before it could be destroyed by the Nazis has sold for more than £10 million. The hoard of Dresden antiques was acquired by industrialist Dr Franz Oppenheimer and his wife Margarethe during the 1920s and 30s. The Jewish couple fled their home in Berlin for the relative safety of Vienna in 1936 as the Nazis began persecuting Jewish people in Germany. The Oppenheimers ended up emigrating to the US the day before Austria was annexed by Germany in 1938, but not before they sold off their fabulous figurines and ornaments for bargain prices to stop them falling into the hands of the Nazis. Ultimately, the collection was found in the Netherlands by a member of the SS who acquired it for Adolf Hitler in 1941. To prevent millions of pounds of looted artwork from being damaged by Allied bombing raids, the Nazis stored much of it in salt mines across southern Germany and Austria. Towards the end of the war, a group of male and female art experts, museum curators and librarians were assembled from the United Kingdom and United States to find and recover Hitler's stolen art before it could be destroyed by the Germans. In 2014, the work of the Monuments, Fine Arts and Archives program got the big screen treatment in The Monuments Men, starring George Clooney and Matt Damon. Among the treasures they uncovered was the Oppenheimers' collection of 117 pieces of 17th and 18th century Meissen porcelain. The collection was held in various Dutch museums for 70 years until the couple's descendants took their case to the Dutch Restitutions Committee, arguing that the collection was rightfully theirs. In 2019, the committee recommended the porcelains be returned to the family, concluding that the couple lost possession of the objects involuntarily due to circumstances directly related to the Nazi regime. Last Tuesday, the items smashed all expectations when they went under the hammer at Sotheby's auction house, bringing in a massive £10,500,000. They had been expected to make £2 million, but the 117-piece collection was deemed so rare that almost every item sold for over its asking price. In an unexpected twist, more than half of the lots were bought by the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, which had only recently returned them to the Oppenheimers family. A 17-inch high Meissen clock dating back to 1727 led the sales, fetching £1.16 million. The item, which was bought by Sir Anthony de Rothschild in 1855 before being acquired by the Oppenheimers in 1923, had been expected to sell for £300,000. A rare Meissen armorial tea and coffee service made in 1731 sold for £958,000. A pair of Meissen Augustus Rex underglazed blue ground beaker vases made in about 1725 sold for £900,000. and an extremely rare Meissen Famille Verte goblet, also made in 1725, went for £810,000. Lucian Simmons, worldwide head on restitution at auctioneers Sotheby's, said, after the defeat of the Nazi regime, the collection was discovered by Allied monuments officers in a salt mine in Austria where it had been placed by Hitler's curators for safety. The collection was taken first to Munich and was then sent by the Allies to Holland. The Dutch government placed it in 3 museums, including the Rijksmuseum, where it remained until it was restituted to the Oppenheimer heirs. Items were in the Rijksmuseum, 13 in the Kunstmuseum in The Hague and 4 in the Museum Boijmans van Beuningen. The Oppenheimer family first sought restitution in June 2015. In recommending the collection be returned to the heirs of Franz and Margarethe Oppenheimer, the Dutch Restitution Committee said that Oppenheimer lost possession of these objects involuntarily due to circumstances directly related to the Nazi regime. We cannot comment on the Oppenheimer family's motives, but they are a group of individuals and it is quite common for restituted collections to be sold to convert the inheritance into a form that is more easily distributed amongst the descendants of a victim of Nazi persecution. Franz Oppenheimer was a lawyer and part owner of a private company that dominated the coal industry in the period before the Second World War. Buying at a time when many important pieces were being deaccessioned from the royal collections in Dresden, he and his wife built up an impressive collection of Meissen. Porcelain objects from the famed European manufacturer are often referred to in the industry as white gold due to their rarity. Sotheby's described the offering as one of the greatest pre-war collections of Meissen porcelain to appear at auction in more than 60 years. Advertisement.